Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew, where today we are seeking revenge.
No second thoughts, eh?
John wants his revenge, and we are going to assist.
Set a course, navigator.
So we go back to Angler's Grave. Crew size 3 this time, and of course John's required.
That's what we do, that's how we live.
It is a catchy tune.
Yeah, I've had that earworm since forever. Now, Rosalind, where could you be?
We could inquire of the graveyard keeper, Yolanda. She's been burying corpses in this town since she was a little girl. She ought to know newer faces round here. Alternatively, we could get hold of the Inquisition's immigration register.
Ah, yes. They keep it in their bloody outdoor office near the slums. Marvellous. Two dreadful choices. Would you do me the honours, Athea?
Now, we know our way around that area with the ledger. We've been there a few times. However, Yolanda probably owes us a favour after we busted her out of a jail cell. So maybe we pop in over here at Rodman's Beach and work our way to Yolanda? Or do we pop in at Ribcage Docks? No, let's come in at Rodman's. Now, Athea's not been on a mission in a little while, so she should probably join the fun. And then, I do want a bit of Pincus action today, I think.
Good. My memoirs were getting stale.
Yes. So yeah, this seems like a fine crew. No fast killer, no problem. Oh, wait a minute. None of your selected crewmates were able to make a guard leave their post. Well now. Thanks for reminding me of that game. But all the people that can make people leave posts have been used on missions fairly recently. I suppose we're going to have to bring one, aren't we? So maybe we leave Aethea at home, because
Come now.
I know Aethea, but I want a bit of Pincus. I need a bit of Pincus. And then,
About time, yeah?
yeah, Salady can come along. Because why not? Now, yes, we've been in this way before, haven't we? And then, is Yolanda just up in the graveyard? No, we're going to have to work our way past the graveyard, but it shouldn't be too hard to get to where she is, I don't think. Bring the crew...
Oh, I like that.
Well, let's bring Salady over here,
Nothing to do
A
with
bush for hiding. Ah, souls from the ground.
because this first guard should be an easy takedown for her.
One day, I'll find out how you do it. This'll draw them in. Aye. Watch me go.
I'll trim their numbers.
You're not going to come any further?
Can't be caught wandering.
Oh well.
Next patient.
Okay, that's not going to work then. We'll do it the other way.
Here again.
We'll do it with
Watch me
footprints.
go.
Whee.
Oh, there should not be footprints.
Let me see your soul.
Yeah, job done.
Up we go.
One way or another, Salady's going to kill you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, that Udex is a pain,
Treatment's ready.
as we know full well. Are we able to just slip
One
past
day,
this
I'll
guard?
find out how you do it.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Which means we
easy
can slip up
fix.
here.
Nice capture, Marley.
Oops.
Stop right.
That's why we quick save.
We're back, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, let me at him.
And then we get to the Udex. They're pretty easy to kill, this Udex.
I know right where to cut. Food for the vines. Swift shrub coming through.
Now that
Watch
they're
me
gone,
go.
we'll come back and we'll deal with that Acolyte, I think.
Oh, I like that. It'll only hurt a bit.
These roots certainly have
And that will definitely allow everyone up and through to roughly where we need to be. I mean, at this point, no one's stopping us taking over that commie with Pincus, are they? Could be useful.
I need new scenery. They really believe
Yeah.
order is to be above all. Pitiful.
Does that allow us to take over that guy? I mean, not with that guy watching. But I wonder if he's in range. He might be in range. Let's think. But then, who might we take over next? How far does that commissarius wander? Do they wander into Pincus's blue circle of influence? Or do they stop just short? Yeah, they stop a bit short. Okay. Oh yeah, we got that guy watching up there as well. So maybe we can't actually do much with Pincus from this position. Yeah, let's get Salady up here.
Oh, this is fascinating.
She can get all the way across here without that commie noticing.
They grow from the soil. Mmm, souls from the air.
Because taking out this top guy is probably wise.
Can we keep that one for later? I'll trim their numbers. Kill the body. Oh, no problem.
And then with that guy down, let's see.
Yeah, let me at him.
We can jump on that guy's head. However, there are two people that are watching. But let's see.
This'll be fun to come back to.
Let me do what I do best. Talk. Why are we wearing these
All right,
woolen robes
easy fix.
in the middle of the lost
Yeah.
cabin?
Timing was off there because I didn't realise that she was not quite on the edge.
Working on it.
There we go. Although I guess, yeah, we don't need Pincus to do this distraction, but it would be nice.
Surely I can interest someone in a little tale. Flame, it's quite hot, eh?
Treatment's ready. No cover? It's all in the weeds.
Lovely. Now, from here, the lady should be able to get about, I would think.
Like
Because that guy's
leaves in the
not
wind.
quite in range.
Watch me go. This will stretch your
Now
legs.
he is, though.
Ah, yes.
Let's take another view.
And
Such
let's
a
scoop that guy up and pop him in a bush. Cool, we got a new Pincus target. We can easily get another one. Although, do we need to? Let's see, there's Yolanda. Can we just talk to her as old Pincus? Oh no, it's got to be John. Okay. That complicates matters somewhat. How much though? Is anybody paying attention to this commissarius? Maybe not.
Another pair of eyes might do the trick. These lungs have striking capacity.
Good. So we're making good progress with old Pincus. So Lady's been doing her thing and doing it well. Now,
Oh, I'll have to note that down.
she may as well come around here and shank this
3
dude.
little cuts. Food for the vine.
Just 'cause.
Wanna hide, yeah?
The fewer Inquisition members, the better. And now... let's think. A multi-pronged attack is always nice.
Can
Where's
you hear
John?
the waves singing?
So he could come up
You
here.
picked the right bone.
And let's think. Are you the only one watching this commie? Yes.
I'll step on a shell or two
Oh no, someone else pops in.
to be one with
Briefly.
the seas again. Nothing changed here, I
Alright,
see.
so there's a commie over there that comes in. However, Let's see. They've buggered off. Have they buggered off long enough for us to pull off
What I
a
do best.
kill?
Talk. The Inquisitor. Do you happen to know what exactly she's have
Gone with the fishing.
Good. So that's another down. You're not really watching much of anything. That commie's gone again.
Aye! The depths call! Nobody will find me.
Cool.
Sure
Now.
as the time.
Can we chat to Yolanda without that commie wandering around? Hello.
Excuse me, madam.
Ah, you're part of the Marley's crew, aren't you? You looking for a place to rest in my yard?
No. The Marley said you know the faces of those that wander Angla's grave.
Mostly the dead. But yes, I do have living acquaintances too.
A while ago, 2 men and a woman may have migrated here. I'm looking for them.
That's not much of a description.
Yeah.
Right. Former rum runners? With a knack for singing, maybe?
Singing rum runners? Ah, since the Saucy Sloop reopened, their rum prices have dropped.
That's the end down the road, isn't it? I'll have to look. Thanks and much obliged.
To the Saucy Sloop. And a badge.
Let's not
what we
forget.
do.
Yes.
Lovely. So, where is the
Let's
Saucy
remember
Sloop?
this point.
Ah, it's here. We've been here before. Now, where is that in relation to where we are? We're over here. Okay.
They always act.
So yeah, it's a similar sort of route that we're having to take to the one that we took with old Leon.
Let's go, Sir
Oops.
Reginald.
Let's go to there, Sir Reginald. Let's see if we can't get in a bit closer with old Pincus. No.
Who will I taste this time?
Sounds a bit saucy, Pincus.
Let's stretch those
Order
roots.
is to be above all.
All right, easy fix.
Has she got it in time?
Rose from the
Yeah, she
ground.
has. Good. That guy was thinking about coming over to look at that tied up bod. We've not really used tied up bods as a lure that much, but they can be used as such. It's a pretty OP tactic back in
To the sea.
Desperados 3. Now. Do. Is anyone watching this guy? That commie's coming over. But when he goes away again, we might be able to claim another bod.
Standing around.
This lady
catching
should
light.
probably be nearby.
To taste the soul of another.
Hey. Try this. Switch shrub coming through.
Good. And then this lady may as well
So far.
take up residence in that bush. Now, Pincus. Those guys aren't really paying any attention,
I
are
will
they?
draw their last.
So,
What
yeah,
ails you
same
so
again.
today?
No. They made themselves
Smells from the
scarce when they
air.
saw the commotion here.
And then, now at this point, maybe we actually kill some people.
That's going to one less soul to taste.
Up we go.
Yeah, we're not going to gain much by taking over one of those guys.
Confess now,
Mr. Mercury, at the ready.
to a prognosticar later. You're
Now, this Belgard, though, they might be worth taking over. Ah, Pincus can't climb vines. But that's not a problem. Pincus can just walk in. Hello, everyone.
Merlin's fins. That might be her.
It seems the Inquisition got hold of her first.
Ah,
It'll
that
be hard to get her out
commissarius.
of there, so
No,
it's
you can't see
probably
down here.
easiest
Good.
She takes the same route as Greg and George.
I will catch her in a very gentle manner.
Let me talk to her to be sure it's her.
As many as you like. Let's cover this up.
Cool. So again, Pincus and Salady, OP
One day
AF.
I'll find out how you do it.
We've found these markings on your barrels on the Twin Islands.
You two are kind of watching one another,
Well,
but
fresh
that
out
commissarius
of
has
the
walked off, so
Nice little stroll.
let's sing.
I'll trim their numbers.
Nope,
Incoming.
that ain't gonna work. So when that commie goes, although actually, let's see, where does he see?
Hiding spot coming up. We wanna hide, yeah? Coming right up. I gotcha.
Yeah, that works.
Let the leaves come.
Yeah, more magical bush.
Those from
I'll hold on to this.
too many weeds here.
And this guy just goes down.
Next patient. Oh, no problem.
And can we just
What?
toss him in that
Are you
bush?
crazy? I'm not doing that, matey.
Okay, we can't throw him down
I
there.
have just
So,
the thing. Let's
down he
cover
goes.
this up.
because yeah, we're going to want to infiltrate around the side,
Anything
probably.
to confess?
I'm not saying anything to you anymore.
Suit yourself. We'll get everything we need soon enough.
Let's think. Yeah, I say we infiltrate
We
around
have
the side.
confiscate
This plan's growing on me. A bush for hiding. Swift shrub coming up.
Oops. I pressed F instead of G again. There we go. That was much better.
guides me this way.
Okay,
do
flame
like
doesn't
this
guide
so
him very
far.
far. Curses. How can we make this work?
Walk the other way.
A nice little stroll.
We
And
can't.
anything to confess?
Okay.
I'm not saying anything to you anymore.
Suit yourself.
me
We'll
return
get
to my
everything we need soon enough.
Oh, I like that.
Now, who's it spotting in? It's that commie. So maybe sneaking around this side isn't as easy as I suspected.
Back to the sea.
What about John? What if John comes around this side? Is that a thing that works for us?
That's what we do.
The prognosticator. When is he
Cut some throats for me.
I see.
Oh, oh.
No.
Affirmative.
Yeah, John can make his way up here.
To be one with the sea.
And then... Is anyone watching this commie right now?
Here. My power lies.
Kinda. Those guys might have noticed us,
What have you to say in your defense?
but we got away with that.
We are
So let's
here.
do it again. Ah, too close. I was getting cocky.
Another
Cool.
sunken soul.
Like
Now,
I'm coming, Sir Reginald. Nothing changed here, I see.
is anyone over there looking at this guy? Are you looking at this guy? I think you're just about in range of one another, aren't you? Yeah. So sneaking in from this side
Try to get
could be
this
tricky.
resolved as quickly as possible.
And it seems like we can't anchor up over there,
That's not yet possible.
which is odd, because that looks as though it's the same level as the one we're on.
we know that you've got a compass.
So
in this.
why is it
Where
not?
are they hiding?
Accomplices? Two of my staff are having a day off. I don't know where they're wasting away.
A day off on one of the busiest days in the year. Very cute.
Let's think. Yeah,
Let's
let's pop up here,
Just another moment.
and then down again.
Arrived.
And that does allow us into these
Nobody will
bushes,
find
yes?
me here. The depths have released me.
So John can infiltrate this area.
Let's remember this point. Pure dead brilliant.
Now, we've also got Pincus doing
Any
his
sign
thing.
of the two fugitives?
No, they probably made themselves scarce when they saw the commotion here.
Now,
Hey,
Salady.
try this fruit.
That bloody commissarius is going to be a pain. Although,
All right, easy fix. Need some cover. Ah, stones from the ground.
What is that?
yeah, we can sneak in here at least. Does that help us?
People of this town are going
It does allow us to sneak
oh,
over
this
here.
is fascinating.
Do not fear the scum that scurries this place.
Which allows us to get across to there. Okay. That's progress.
I like this one.
Traceable producer. That is against
Now, we could potentially take out a bunch of goons over there. Where are you looking exactly? You're seeing most of the way over there, so that's unfortunate.
It'll grow real fast.
But you aren't seeing there.
Let's cover this.
Spreads unchecked.
And you're not seeing there either. So, the only one who's seeing there, perhaps, is this acolyte.
Incoming.
So we might be able to kill our way
never
around
cease to amaze,
here.
Marley. Like leaves in the wind, but reverse. I know right where to cut.
No, okay, that's in range of that acolyte after
Better
all.
luck next time.
Let's see. I thought its range didn't quite extend this far, but it turns out I'm incorrect. However,
Wonder dust.
we can send him that way
Me at him.
and then get down here.
Flows from the air.
I mean, we can actually just go straight down here now, can't we?
Return to my right of patrol.
You did? Well, that proves nothing.
Ah, not.
This
It'll
moment
only
is
hurt a
ours.
bit.
Curses. I thought that was a good plan.
Fun. Oh, this is fascinating.
Is this truly the only establishment?
Treatment's ready.
Right, so next plan. How good's your view? Pretty good.
Let's send you away. Watch me go. It'll only hurt a bit. Up we go.
But not good enough. Excellent. And
Wonder
then
dust.
send them away
Oh,
again.
I like that.
Nice little stroll.
And anything to confess?
I'll trim their
Let me return
numbers.
to my post.
Very
As
entertaining.
many as you
Well,
like.
I prefer
And then we sneak up
more
there,
easy
good.
hidings.
I'm
And
always
now,
here.
that means we should be able to take out that lad. Once this one's come back and then gone again.
It'll only hurt a bit.
I mean, can we just take out this lad? Not quite, but it's close.
I know right where to cut. Working on it. Food for the
There we
oh,
go.
no problem.
And now, what is this accident opportunity?
Act in their own time. He will arrive.
Is that Kindred guy? It looks like it. Yeah, so we can take out that Kindred from up here.
Watch me go.
That's nice.
Let's cover this.
Can we take out the other one from anywhere? I mean, Pincus probably can.
You're accused of serving illegally acquired.
He's just been
liquor.
chilling for a bit. Now,
We are here on the order of the.
we
Grand
do also need that
Design.
commissarius
It
down
may
there.
take a while.
But that commie's an easy
Let's
kill
stretch
at this
those
point.
roots.
We're executing our rights as free
Incoming.
inhabitants of Anglo.
Oops.
Let's stretch
That bloody
those
acolyte.
roots.
We shouldn't have left them alive.
Do like this.
Maybe we don't leave them alive.
A
What's
bush
stopping
for
us from
ice.
taking them out now?
It's all in the roots.
Just a bush.
This one's brand new.
Later. Strange. Flame guides
This
me
plan's growing on me.
Curses. Okay, the fact that they're not coming in a straight line to us
Let's stretch
is what stops
those
us from
roots.
taking them down now. But that's fine, perhaps. Let's just
Sends you away.
distract them again.
Incoming.
Flame guides me this way.
Too many weeds
And then
here.
I don't think anyone's watching us now. Piss. Kindred is.
I must return to
However,
my right of patrol.
We've got a John for that, haven't we? Yes.
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of moot, 1 less to worry about.
Good.
Let's cover this up.
Bit by bit, we're
We
making
know that
progress.
You've got accomplices in this. Where are they hiding?
Accomplices? 2 of my staff are having a day
This
off.
plan's growing on me.
They're wasting a
So,
Need some
Back we
cover?
go, up top. Yeah, bugger off again, please. We're going to work our way
Do like this so
up here.
Let me
Good.
return to my post.
And now, I think, we should be good to take out the Kindred. So,
You never
let
cease to
us
amaze,
tamper with that.
Marley.
And
I'll do what I have
stab
to,
that guy.
suppose. There's trouble for everyone.
Cool. We got away with that.
What horrors lie hidden in brush?
And then we got caught hiding the body that we didn't even need to hide because nobody goes up there.
Unleash.
They probably made themselves scarce.
Okay, so let's do that properly, like so. Now, those guys didn't even move that time because they didn't see the accident, which is curious. Now, is anyone actually stopping us from getting John in on the action when that Magistratus isn't watching?
You can either confess now
can't be
or
right.
repeat your lies to
Assault!
Okay, people are noticing the accident.
Must be a
the
mistake.
rum that is sold
What
here
happened?
has no traceable
We'll just
proof.
wait for them to calm down.
That is against
Okay, so,
An anchor in the sea.
John.
To be one with the
the establishment that sells rum.
It is the only one with affordable prices.
Serves you right.
Gotta clean this place sometime.
Now, we could probably also just take out the Magistratus in the same way
Still no change, I see.
when they
This
come in and have a
damn
word
little-
with her. We could just take her, and then he's going to be like, what? What's happened? Let's see if we can take him out, though.
Ah, that was a good memory.
Yep,
And
he is in fact out of
No
range.
one returns from the dead.
Hello, Rosaline.
Ah, you're the one that got rid of these idiots.
Right.
Good on you. Name's Rosaline, owner of this fine establishment. Who'd you be?
I'm just a singer passing by.
Just a singer, eh? Suit yourself. I gotta clean up this mess here anyway.
That's definitely Rosaline. Marley, I'm going to send her your way if that's all right.
It is.
Okie doke. Come on, chick. We have need of you below.
Marley?
I have.
Good. Let's hope that the trip didn't mess with her vocal cords too much.
She's currently unconscious. I'll try to hold her that way until you arrive.
Old snitch.
Jolly good.
And now it's
Time to
just a
get
case
out
of
of
leaving,
here.
is it?
I'll step on a shell
Excellent.
or two.
So where's the nearest tear? Nameless Wreck. Have we been there before? Yeah, that's the one we left on with Yuki. What about Twin Falls? That might be new. We could get there from up here. And we're kind of in the vicinity. So, how are we going to do that? I mean, we kind of killed everyone that's within Pincus range, which is sad times. We've got a bit of a plan on the go. We're going to distract the Acolyte that looks in this
What
direction.
would we do without you, Marley?
And that's going to
Need
allow...
something, matey. This plan's growing.
That's going to allow Pincus to take over this Acolyte. Are we close enough for Pincus to get in the bush?
Smoking right.
Yes. So, let's have a think.
Dead
Standing
and
around,
memorized.
catching light.
Marley,
Flame
Marley.
guides me
So
this
Lady
way.
loves that guy. He's going to start walking over there.
Better old than
John
sorry.
distracts that guy with a bit of Reginald just there. And then Pincus rushes in and grabs that guy.
Good. My tobacco is getting stale.
Lovely.
Sometimes I wonder if you've done it to me.
Cool, that works. Progress is being made. And now that we're in with Pincus,
I never forget.
we should be good.
Back to the sea.
How long can you distract a commie for with conversation? I feel like the answer is not long enough for John to do his thing, but there's only one way to be sure.
Who'd be inclined to listen? Why are we wearing these
Another
Okay.
sunken soul.
There was just enough time. Fantastic.
Good call, Marley.
Ah, let's take another view.
Now we are that commie.
Self-indulgent.
The lady at the
It's
ready.
mesmerizing.
Let the leaves cover. Let's cover this up.
And let's think. We're going down towards Twin Falls. So we're getting to that waterfall. I think we might have been here before, you know, actually.
I do like this so far.
But either way, are you watching up here? No.
It'll only hurt a bit. Huh. Strange soul.
Yeah, we might well have
Around.
done this one before.
All right, easy fix.
Is that Custodes
No cover.
in range?
Coming through.
Conspire against us.
Yes.
I know right where to cut. Heal the body.
Cool. Right, come on, crew. Does Pincus leave his body behind when he leaves? I feel like we've tried this before.
Oh, these travels are
But
so
nope.
unbecoming.
Body comes with us. Cool. We've got ourselves a free commissarius. Salady has now visited 9 of the 10 islands. And yeah, we got information from Yolanda. And we've now finished 5 missions with 7 of the 8 crewmates, but not Pincus, because we haven't had him very long. That one wasn't so bad. Maybe it's because we've been to Angler's Grave a few times recently. And therefore, I'm pretty familiar with parts of it at the moment. And a lot of this did have overlap with Yuki's last mission, so we knew our way around this bit, albeit with different crew members. Now, who was the MVP there? I mean, Pincus was very useful and fun to play, as he always is. Slady didn't really go completely ham like she normally does and just slice up everyone. And John had his moments. I don't really know if we had an MVP there, and I think that was just a team effort.
Ah, the whole crew back again. Let's see how they're holding up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go have a chat.
Affirmative. Greg, George, Rosaline and myself. United after all.
You're that singer. Who are you?
John Hughes Mercury, in the flesh, or what's left of it. You might remember tying me to an anchor and throwing me overboard.
This can...
It can.
Yeah, it is him.
Oh.
Is that a glint of recognition in your eyes?
What do you want? Revenge?
Ha! Revenge? No, I'm long past revenge, Rosaline. I brought you here for one reason, and for one reason only. To sing for me.
What?
Don't even try it, Rosaline. He's gone completely mad.
Mad! That shanty is the one thing that kept me from becoming just that. I walked along the bottom of the ocean for years, trying to keep my wits about me, humming that tune. So, if it's the last thing you do, you will sing that shanty for me.
Okay.
All of us in the same boat then? Beautiful. Now, I'll start with the first verse, and we'll do the chorus together. You folks fill in the missing verses.
It's a musical number.
With the folk of the sea, we put rum in our tea. With the folk of the sea, we put rum in our tea. We got grog in our hands and our feet in the sand. We got grog in our hands and our feet in the sand. That's what we do, that's why we live. We're a mighty crew until we run aground the ship. We're proud of this barred, feed captives to shards. We're proud of this barred, feed captives to shards. We plunder and loot and live on spoiled food. We plunder and loot and live on spoiled food. That's what we do, that's why we live. We're a mighty crew until we run aground the ship.
extra ransom and bales. We hoist our sails, extra ransom and bales. We stalk in the night and are eager to fight. We stalk in the night and are eager to fight. That's what we do, that's why we live. We're a mighty crew until we run aground. The ship.
We tie knots and ropes and keep order on boats.
We tie knots and ropes and keep order on boats.
We clean our deck and we're flying the black.
We clean our deck and we're flying the black. That's what we do, that's why we live. What's a mighty crew? Now without
Wonderful.
Beautiful. One might just be able to forgive you lubbers for throwing me overboard. Ah, I've got what I want from you. No sense in ending what short life you got left. For what it's worth, you're forgiven. Now leave me alone, before I change my mind.
Thanks, John. That's good of you.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Really? Thanks. If we can ever, sing anything else for you.
Marley, would you do me the honor and get them off deck? Yes, right, Sir Reginald. Let's get back to that mirror then.
Yes, let's get back to that mirror. Seems like a good a point as any to mention that Filippo
Step on a
Pecos,
chair or two.
who's done the soundtrack for this and Shadow Tactics and Desperados 3, is a fantastic musician. I've bought the soundtracks for each game separate because they're just great to listen to.
You picked the right bone. Now, what's a fella got to do now that all that's dealt with?
Getting that tune back was everything you needed to do?
Yeah, I suppose I'm lucky that way.
You just have to touch it, shipwright.
Well, then, without further hick-hacking,
Hick-hacking. That's a good word.
You're certain that they deserve to be kept alive?
Just noticed 4
yes,
lights
I'm certain.
on top of the mirror.
No one would bat an eye if you fed them to the next shiver of sharks that passes by.
3 more underneath.
Ah, don't get me wrong. They did a horrible thing, but I'm a shipwright, no a judge. And I assure you, no good comes from a man underground. Nor a woman, for that matter. Most importantly, I finally have words to this shanty that's been haunting me forever. Speaking of that, I'd prefer to get back to singing.
Navigator, come by when you have time. I have something to discuss.
Excellent. Let us converse with Marley.
I have made a decision, Navigator. Something I'll need your assistance with.
Oh yeah.
At your service, O mighty ship.
Come, I will escort you down myself.
Now where are we?
The deepest hold, where I keep my most treasured memories. Only the captain ever set foot in here.
Shouldn't there be more memories here?
There were. I moved them further down. You're almost there, Navigator.
Aye. You are hunting Black Eye Mordecai's treasure. I want in.
The captain's hoard. What is it to you?
We remember
What
this.
is a treasure to a pirate, eh? Adventure. Gold. A chance to beat the Inquisition. I'll help you find your captain's legacy. And I only want 3 shares of the plunder.
Preposterous. Half a share.
2.5.
1.
2 shares. Hurry now. I bet more acolytes are coming.
Fine. I accept your terms. Now break that seal and state your name.
Afia Monecato. At your service. I didn't expect to find this down here.
I think it has earned a spot.
I'll be there soon.
Excellent. Bit deeper still. We're going to work our way down and find the most treasured memory. That's a big one.
Reaper's teeth. What's all this?
A shrine to my very first memory. Like all memories here, it is one of the captain.
Why am I here?
I need your help to destroy it.
What? Are you crazy?
I cannot fight against myself. Every time I think of the captain now, I know Ignatia will win. I won't let that happen, Navigator. I'd rather forget it all.
Well, you'll have to do that without me.
The captain gave you a mission, Navigator. Did you think it would be easy?
This can't be what he meant.
There's got to be another way.
It is what must be done. Destroy the first memory, and all others will fade.
Marley, what do you think will be left of you?
I have you and the crew to make new memories with. I think the captain would like that. Now please, Navigator.
This seems messed up.
Fine. On your head it be.
Hello there, ship. Can you hear me?
Who are you?
The name's Black-Eye Mordecai, and I have the honor of being your captain.
What's a captain?
It's, well, let's say we're partners, you and I. I'll be your guide and teacher. You make sure we don't drown. Together, we'll make a name for ourselves in the lost Caribbean. Sounds like a good time, eh?
I see. You're the captain. Who am I?
Aye, every great ship needs a fitting name. How about the Red Marley? You like the sound of that?
Very well. I'll be Red Marley. You will be the captain.
You know what, Marley? I think I have a better idea.
Good.
Navigator, have I not made myself clear?
Let's make another pact. You and I. When we find the treasure and face Ignatia, you put your trust in me. I'm your navigator. I can guide you through the storm.
If I succumb to Ignatia or the Time Soul, all will be lost.
Mordecai already made that gamble. I won't back down now. What's a little risk to pirates, eh?
Yeah, especially pirates with quick save.
Well now, crisis averted, and one more task left to go. Are you watching, Jester? This must be right up your alley.
Navigator, we have a full crew and the mirror has been satisfied. A final message from the captain awaits us.
Excellent. To the mirror.
So, you've mastered my tests. I knew you all had it in you. Now, listen well. I hid the treasure on that small, forgotten island. You know the one. You've been there already. Approach the island, and the mirror will call my treasure from the ether. The rest is up to you.
That small, forgotten island.
The one where we
Are you
captured the
thinking
Marley?
what I'm
Well,
thinking?
rescued the Marley?
The treasure lies on Morrow's Reach.
Yes.
Let's gather at the map table and make plans.
Yes. Plans are what we need.
Well, well. Looks like everyone's here.
Mostly.
Let's get this going, hey? Can't wait to get my roots on that treasure.
Ah, yes, the grand treasure. Our Capitan's final legacy.
There'll be gold, yeah? Oh, there must be. Oh, I can smell it already.
Hey, keep your head on your string, Quentin. Sir Reginald is getting blushy, and he's a fish.
Vulgarities aside, I'm looking forward to a riveting new chapter in my memoirs.
You can write your fiction after we've defeated Ignathia.
Aye, a recipe for a legendary encounter.
Once we arrive on Morrow's Reach, the treasure will be revealed. There will be gold, but also something more. An ancient primordial soul, bound to the island long ago.
That is what Ignatia is after, and we can't let her have it. Mordecai has prepared us for what's to come. With our help, the Marley will send this thing back to the below.
I want you all on this mission.
Ooh.
Together, we will honor the captain's last request.
And we put an end to Ignatia's madness.
Wow. A full crew for the final mission then. However, we do have a few other things to do.
My qualities are...
Pincus needs his tobacco back for one.
I have to get a new coat, anyway.
Oh, no, he's talking to this lady. But now we're here, let's bounce.
Greetings, Marley. It is with great indignation that I, Pincus von Freswald, report back for duty.
Quartermaster, I presume the books are going to be back in order soon.
Ah, Marley, must I get back to the drudgeries of everyday work already?
Yes.
I have eternity to get to these books you're so readily teasing me with.
The captain assigned you to the task. If you're unwilling, the skeletons can always use another hand.
Don't we have enough hands already? How many are there, anyway?
An excellent question. Perhaps if you kept the books, we'd have an answer to it.
Oh.
She's got you there.
Apologies, Marley. My mind must have drifted off momentarily. What were you saying?
The books. Please have a look at them.
Ah, yes, surely. And such books they will be. Generations will revel in these writings, and they'll all know our tale. Let me get right to it.
I'm not sure he understands which book she's referring to. But either way, let's go have a chat with Ship Doctor.
What is it now, Pincus? Peter Nameless don't like the Black Moss?
No, they were happy about it, but had already used up most of my reserves. Do you think it possible to grow more of this?
Let's look. Sure, I can grow more of it, no problem. But I need a favor first.
They stood eye to eye, barely twitching. Would they come to an accord? Nobody knew.
I take that as a yes?
Please do. Yes.
Great.
He's such a freak.
I've recently fixed up this skelly, and I need you to check if it's all there up in the old noggin.
Right, so we've got to become Skelly once again.
So you want me to get into the mind of this skeleton here?
And follow up the instructions, yes. Great. Now move around a little bit.
We can do that.
I must say, Sir Lady, it's quite endearing being part of your little experiments.
Aye. And
You
there's
have an
more I
animal
need
that
you
you prefer?
Lift that crate over there.
Oh, answer,
Lifting? Is that really necessary?
It's very important, Pincus.
Ah,
Yeah, which
things
crate are we
of
looking at?
importance. That is, of course, where I excel the most.
Any sort of clue? Pick up the chest as the skeleton. Ah, yes, that one. Oops, no, that's a lantern. We didn't need that turned on.
Now, how does that feel?
It is rather heavy.
Heavy? Ah. How would you describe the heaviness?
Such a doctor question.
Sort of the straining kind.
All right, thank you. Carry it over there, please. It's essential to my research.
Ah, essential, of course.
I'm going to doubt that. She just wanted the chest moved. The skeleton she knows is fine. She just wanted to make Pincus
Good
do
job,
some work.
Pincus. Could you perceive the very essential experience you just went through?
I mean, considering its essentiality, it was, of course, quite marvelous. Carrying that extraordinarily heavy crate around.
Great, thanks. Now, There's a couple of lamps I need to snuff out.
Lamps? Really? Isn't that something an actual skeleton could handle?
Nah, they only light the lamps. I want to see if they can smother a flame in case of emergency.
Ah,
That's
yes.
a good
Never
reason.
wants to be underprepared for such eventualities, of course.
Now, what are we looking for? There's one.
Now, how was that?
Huh?
The lamp. Didn't I douse it very gracefully?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Now, do we have another lamp? Oh, it's over there.
You're sure you need me to repeat that?
Aye. Might seem stupid to you, but repetition is crucial in science.
Ah, I of course knew that myself. I just wanted to see if we were still on the same page.
Sure we are.
Yeah, anything else you need us to do? Another lantern down there? Maybe that one as well?
Grand. Now, one
Oh, no.
last check. Your auditory function.
We're going to chat to
Ask
someone.
old Gertrude how she's doing.
Oh. Are you truly convinced that this is necessary? I mean, I can hear you quite clearly.
It rounds off the experiment. Wouldn't want to put all that work in jeopardy now, would we?
Ah, oh, well, no. Let's get to her then.
Yes, the lady's having
Remember,
fun.
I need you to really listen to her.
Yes, let's listen to Gertrude's ramblings.
Greetings, Gertrude. How are you doing today?
Ah, Teresa. Finally, somebody decent enough to ask this old figurehead how she's doing. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. 3 weeks ago, a turtle was nibbling on my rib cage, and nobody heeded my calls for help. Just because I don't feel it. It doesn't mean it isn't there, you know.
Definitely. You see, I have to...
And then these charlatans, Pete and the Nameless One, they send their little creatures over here teasing me, like I'm some kind of scarecrow. If I were a couple of centuries younger, they'd crumble at the thought of mocking me. And do you know how long I've been asking the Marley to sail backwards just once? She's not the one forever pounded by waves, is she?
Ah, all of that sounds horrible, Gertrude. I didn't know you were facing all these difficulties.
Oh, thank you so much, my dear. Getting all that off my chest already feels rather wonderful.
I'm glad I could help.
Lovely. We were helpful.
Now, what are the results of the experiment?
3.53.
3.5. Is it possible, Lady, that you've just mocked me?
Oh, entirely possible, yes.
Indeed.
So talking to old Gertrude was part of that sham too?
Somebody has to listen to her once in a while. Get some of that weight off her soul. Chin up, Pincus. You did a good deed today. Now hand over that tobacco and be patient.
You know, 6 chapters of my memoirs are entirely devoted to my patients already. I was actually considering whether...
And done. There.
That was quick. And that's twice as much as I had before. Would you be willing to describe this process in detail to
I doubt it.
Really? Including all the big science words?
Especially them. My memoirs are desperately lacking a scientific perspective. And I don't know if that sort of thing interests you, but now that I've got that much tobacco, I'd happily share.
Yeah, why the hell not? I've been working all day. Here, gimme.
And all's well that ends well.
Now I know why you wanted to get that back. Now, on to the process. First, I had to get the soul energy structure of what you gave me. Wasn't much left, so I had to pull a few tricks or it would have been a bust. And that's how I did it.
Astounding, really. how have we never talked about all this before?
You never asked.
It's because your
It
head's
seems it's equally
right up your ass,
important to
Pincus.
listen to you once in a while, then. You've given me much to write about. I'll have to withdraw to my study to put the finishing touches on this chapter. Thanks again, Suleni.
See you around, Pincus. And don't forget that copy you promised me. Autographed and all.
Don't worry. That request is already part of my memoirs.
Now back to the old writing chair. Are we actually going to do a bit of writing before we're done?
It's often at the end of my chapters when I have the strong urge to rewrite its title. As it turns out that no one day in the life of a pirate is like the other. On some days you may be robbed and swindled of your belongings. On others you'll possess a skeleton to collect moss with the texture of bird droppings. But on the best of them, you learn about the endless intricacies of soul energy structure and seed multiplication. And, most importantly, spend time with your astounding crewmates who make this adventure all the more exciting.
Lovely. It's possible that he's actually learned something. Who'd have thought
Let's
it?
see what's out there.
And now we have the captain's treasure to do, but we've also got what's probably the final missions of Zagan and Yuki's quests. So we are going to return and take care of those next time. Well, one of them at least. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.